Hey there, welcome to the channel where you fly with me, Jonathan. If this is your first time on the channel, then just know that here we fly, investigate, and we learn everything that is aviation related. If you like aviation, then you are at the right place. On the last video, we talked about what a traffic pattern in aviation is and how it is flown. If you haven't watched it, then I recommend you do. In that video, we talked about the 5 standard legs of a traffic pattern, but I left out 2 things. And those 2 things are the 2 additional legs of a traffic pattern. They are additional because they are secondary legs of a traffic pattern. So let's find out what they are. Right now we are on the beautiful Cessna 172, the big brother of the weaker Cessna 152 that we used on the previous video. The Cessna 172 was made in 1956. It is the most successful aircraft in history. More than 44,000 Cessna 172s have been built and they fly all over the world. It has a simple design with 1 prop engine, a high wing with a fixed tricycle landing gear, and a simple, robust fuselage. It can carry 4 people and it is easy to fly. Just like the Cessna 152, the simplicity of this aircraft is loved by aviation schools and many private owners all over the world. At the moment, we've just overflown the town of Sake, 22 kilometers west from Goma International Airport. As we head to Goma International Airport, I want to do a traffic pattern there. On the last video, we used runway 17 as our pattern runway, and due to the border with Rwanda, only the west side of Goma International Airport is usable. So we did a right traffic for runway 17. This time I want to use runway 35 as our pattern runway. If you fully understood the last video and with only the west side of Goma Airport being usable, you will agree with me that a left traffic will be suitable for runway 35. But wait, there is one problem. On the last video, in order to begin the traffic pattern, we first took off at runway 17 in order to start the departure leg. But right now, I am flying high around 9 kilometers from the airport. It's impossible for me to teleport myself to runway 17 to begin the traffic pattern. So what do I do? Well, this is where the first additional leg comes to save the day. 1. The entry leg. This leg helps pilots to join traffic patterns when he or she is located outside the 5 legs of the pattern in use. The standard entry leg consists of the pilot entering the downwind leg of the pattern in use at a 45 degree at midfield on the pattern altitude. This entry can either be done by 1. Flying over the airport from the upwind side 500 feet above the pattern altitude, then joining the downwind at 45 degrees. And 2. Joining the downwind at 45 degrees when coming from the downwind side. Please note that the entry leg is usually done on airports that do not have an air traffic controller. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Now, I'm going to do the same and join the downwind at 45 degrees. Alright, welcome to the Cessna 172 cockpit. It has a modern cockpit with glassed instruments. If you remember my video on 6 specs, all the 6 specs are in there placed together. Alright, now we are descending to the pattern altitude of 6,100 feet at a 45 degrees angle to join the downwind. The downwind direction is 173 degrees. But to make things simple, I will take 175 degrees as our heading. After we join, just like the previous video, we will fly the pattern, but this time I will fly it precisely. On the previous video, I flew the pattern very badly. Don't worry, it won't happen this time. Alright, we are arriving to our pattern altitude, landing lights on, and we join the downwind. (6,100) on 175 degrees. I want to maintain between 80 to 100 knots. Good, we are now established on the downwind. Alright, we are now abeam the runway threshold. Now we wait until we are 45 degrees from it. Alright, 45 degrees now. Let's turn to the left on a target heading of 85 degrees and start our descent. Let me start heading to the runway now. There is something I want to show you. Okay, we are high and fast. Can we make it? Let me put some flaps and see. Okay, maintaining 60 knots. We are very high. Can we make it? Can we? Nope. We are aborting the landing. We are going around. We are too high. Now, here is where the second additional leg plays a role. 2. The upwind leg. This leg is not popularly used, but it is utilized when a pilot makes a go around. It's usually used when a lot of traffic are using the traffic pattern. When a pilot makes a go around, if the upwind is applicable, he or she will go over to the upwind side and fly parallel to the runway, climbing back to the pattern altitude until the plane reaches the point to turn to the crosswind leg. So let's fly this leg. As I climb, I'm going to turn and head to the upwind side and join the upwind leg at a target heading of 355 degrees. At Goma International Airport, this leg officially cannot be flown because of its proximity to Rwanda's border. But it should be fine for us since I'm demonstrating right now. Alright, we are arriving to our pattern altitude and I think it's fine now to join the crosswind leg. We are turning to a target heading of 265 degrees on the crosswind leg. Good, I like our speed. Alright, 45 degrees from the runway and let's turn to the downwind. And our target heading is 175 degrees. I'm pushing this aircraft to the limits on the speed, but it's fine. We overshot the turn a bit, and because of that, we are a bit far from the normal downwind. Okay, we are now abeam the runway threshold. Now we wait for 45 degrees. Okay, close enough. Let's turn to a target heading of 85 degrees as we join the base leg while descending. I'm gonna let that speed drop all the way around 70 to 80 knots. Alright, let's turn to final approach leg and let me show you why a lot of pilots love the traffic pattern. Oops, I turned too soon, but it's okay. I can still correct myself. Okay, lined up, a bit high but still fine. Target speed is around 60 knots. Alright, landing. Nice, nice. Okay, flips up and take off. Rotate. And ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed what pilots called a touch and go. The touch and go and the traffic pattern go well together. It's thanks to these two that pilots refine their landing techniques in hopes of making smooth landings. Just like mine was very smooth. Ask any student pilot and he will tell you that he loves touch and goes. Touch and goes and traffic patterns are not only for small general aircrafts, but also for giant aircrafts. Airline pilots also do this on A380s, 747, A320s, 747, and all other major airline aircrafts in order to learn and feel each aircraft's characteristics with manual flying the aircraft. Alright, we are still climbing, but we have reached our turning point. So let's turn to the crosswind. Our target heading is 265 degrees. And we have reached our pattern altitude, and just in time we are 45 degrees from the runway. And next up, the downwind at a target heading of 175 degrees. This time I'm at the right distance. Our speed is good and will allow us to fly the downwind faster. Alright, once again we are abeam the runway threshold, now waiting for 45 degrees. Okay, 45 degrees, let's join the base leg and slow down and descend. Target heading is 85 degrees. We're a bit too fast, but that's fine. Oh, that was quick. Let's turn to the final approach leg. A bit high, let's fix that. All right. 2 whites and 2 reds. Good, but we are now too fast. Let me add flaps to help reduce the speed. Okay, we are landing a bit fast, but that's fine. Flaps are full. Okay, speed is now too low. Come on now, you can do it. Come on. Yes. Smooth as butter. And welcome back to Goma International Airport. This video concludes our learning on traffic patterns. Please note that on this topic, there was one thing that we did not talk about, and that is communication. Communication in a traffic pattern is very, very important. Unfortunately, with my limited gear, I cannot give you an enjoyable learning video on communication in traffic patterns. But do not worry, I will surely make it one day when I am blessed with the right gears. On the next video, we are going to ditch the Cessna 172 and upgrade ourselves to a powerful and beautiful Cessna aircraft. On that video, we will be flying and not landing, but if you have any question, feel free to ask them in the comment section, and I will see how to answer them with my limited knowledge. Or if it's a really good question, then I might make a video on it. If you liked this video, then please consider subscribing for more and like the video for the YouTube algorithm to do its thing. If you have more time, then consider watching my other videos on your screen. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.